Hi everyone, my name is Karel. Welcome to Relax Karel channel, and you can also call me Kila. So today we're going to talk about the new sensor, the mocap sensor called Mocopi, created by Sony. How can we use that to our Metahuman? And you can also maybe using this instead of Metahuman as a VTuber at your own interest. So hopefully it might be helpful to some of the people, especially for our followers. On the other hand, we assume that you actually watch two video. One is how can we set a Mocopi. I won't go to details on how to set it up in this video, but you could watch the previous video and just ignore the VRChat part. Second is we assume you have your own Metahuman, or maybe you can just create one in Metahuman Creators, or maybe you can just use a template Metahuman, or maybe you could watch our previous video on how to create your own Metahuman, like I do. All right, so that's it, and let's go. What you want to do is you want to go to here on the marketplace and type Rokoko. And after that, there should be two things showing up, or maybe more. But I recommend you go to the Rokoko Studio Live, and then install to your engine. Press install to engine, and then choose the version. I choose 5.1, and then install, then it's done. All right. So after you install to your engine, the next thing you want to do is you want to launch Unreal Engine 5.1.0. So go to games and go to the blank. This time we just playing the show Metahuman. You could do some more settings after, but we're going to just use a simple project. So go to games, go to blank, and then go to your project name. This time we'll type demo, Mocopi, and Metahuman. Okay, so now we have this. And then, oh, project name is too long. Okay. Metahuman. I don't want to delete this. The Mocopi Metahuman. All right, create. And you press create, and your project should load up. All right, let's wait. Cool. So now we have our empty project. What we want to do next is we want to go to the plugins, go to edit plugins, and click plugins. And then if you follow the instruction and download the Rokoko Studio Live in Marketplace and install to your engine properly, you should be able to find Rokoko Studio Live over here. And put a check mark, press yes, and you could restart it now. You could restart everything all at once, but I like to separate the plugin problems just in case. Alright, so now we got the Rokoko plugin in store. The next thing we want to do is we want to import our own Metahuman. So, like I mentioned in the introduction of video, if you didn't do it, you could watch our previous video on how to create mesh to Metahuman, or you could watch even earlier video of how to use the Metahuman creators, or you just choose a template for yourself. So I'm going to open a Quickscope Breach. Seems like I logged in. After you logged in, you have your My Metahumans in your section. If you didn't have your My Metahumans, you have two choices. Press here and log in. If Google OAuth, mean the Google login didn't work for you, you can just use the normal account logged in. I had some problem when I was in 5.0, so I tend to use the Epic Game login only, even though I mapped my Google account in. And then if you have your match to Metahuman, you could find your My Metahuman and then choose your character. If not, you can just choose whatever you want over here. Okay, so after you choose your Metahuman, then you will have your face over here. You should have a lot of Metahuman you created, or you can just go to the template. And then afterward, you click on it, and then you should see this interface over here. And I like to use highest quality, but if your computer is a little bit weak, use the medium one, and then press download, and your computer just will go download. It takes a little bit of time, and then just press add to your project. All right. Alrighty, so we got this downloaded and imported. I'm gonna enable everything missing one by one, and then restart it. Alrighty. So now we got this view over here. We basically got all the plugins set up, but there's one thing really special that we need the Bonemaps later on to map between the Metahuman and the Rokoko Studio. So I actually get it from the official Rokoko site, and then they provide the Bonemaps, and also from the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the location of the content. So control space contact browser will come up, and then right click and show in browser. And now I have the browser of my project. I'm going to go to, this is already my content, so I will put the Google Drive link for the Bonemaps. So you just need to copy the Bonemaps, paste it to the content, and inside the Bonemap you should be able to see like tons of Bonemap. The one we want to use is the Metahuman and the Rokoko over here, the T-pose and the map. Alright, so we got this, and you should be able to see on the Unreal Engine, right? Good. So we got the Unreal Engine set up now. I don't have to save because there's nothing to save. Just put it small right now. You could turn it off. And the next thing we want to do is install Rokoko Studio. So here's the Rokoko Studio site, rokoko.com products and studio. You could go download it. I'm using the free trial for 30 days to do the plugin and stuff. So you can have 30 days to test it out, and if you like it, you could use it. Hopefully one day everything will be free, and there's a starter for indie up to free creator. And it seems like you could do that. I'm not sure because I didn't try it yet. But yeah, download it, download the studio, and you should be able to use it after you install it. Pretty straightforward. And after you install it, you should be able to see your Rokoko Studio in this screen. Okay, so you're able to see like this screen over here. All right, so we got the basic preparation done. So next thing we want to do is we're going to go back to the Unreal project. All right, you could grab a coffee before this because this is going to take a while. So here's our project, and we have our Metahuman installed, imported in this Unreal project. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna choose something more lightweighted for our map. So go to our map, start content, map, minimum default, and then we have this small error on stuff like that. Just wait a bit for the shaders, and I'm gonna remove it because I don't need it. Okay, done. So we want to look into our Metahuman Blueprint. Okay, let's go to Metahuman and go Killer Face. Usually you name it with a character name, but my character name is called Killer Face. Because I did so many versions of myself, and this is one of the best version that which I also teach and include in the previous video on Match to Metahuman. Okay, so now we open up on the Metahuman, and when you look at the viewport, things are a bit clipping off and on, and I don't like it. And the hair in Unreal Engine Metahuman didn't support all level of details yet, and sometimes it's a little bit strange. So I usually what I do is I go to LODSync, and then force the details to be highest. So now you can see the hair don't have any problems. All right. Cool. So the next thing is we gonna find the body blueprint for the animation. So what we're going to do is going to here, and you can see the match. To click body, go to mesh, skeletal mesh asset. So this name is actually meaningful in Metahuman. Meat is the medium size of my character. NRW, NR mean normal weight of the body. So I recommend you remember your body size and remember, well, M is male, right? So remember the name of that because this is gonna be important later for us to recognize it. So I'll open here. I click here, and I also click again over here. Then your mesh should be on, right? You have a drink. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go to the anime blueprint over here. But you can see it's really weird. It mapped to the female medium normal weight anime blueprint. But what we want to do is a male, right? The bone distance might be different, and you can see it looks like a female, so we don't want it. And what we're gonna do is gonna look up by ourselves. So go to content Metahuman, curl face. Actually, go to Metahuman, go to common, and then go to male, and then go to medium, normal weight. You know, it depends. If you're choosing female, it should be going to female. It's medium, high, medium, and normal weight, right? So, like I said, remember what your character is, and then go to body, and you should see. My case is M, medium, normal weight, anime blueprint. So I'm gonna click it. Okay, so now we finally have the correct anime. That's great. That's great. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the animgraph. Okay, so this is the easier part. We're gonna just do the part that is what you normally do for motion capture. Which what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna move it over here a bit, and we're gonna right click and search Rokoko body pose. Okay, so we got the Rokoko body pose, and then we're gonna map it here. Everything should be automatically translated. Okay, so we got the local to component. Like it's really convenient. Adjust it a bit, and then I'm gonna connect it over here. Actually, let me go closer. Connect it over here. Alrighty. So now we got the Rokoko body pose. The next thing is we tell the actor name through the variable, and also we want to tell the correct asset. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create two variables over here. One is Rokoko actor name, and I'm gonna put it as name over here, and then create one more. Is the Rokoko, what should I call it? Body map. Yes, Rokoko body map. And then I'm gonna do the Rokoko and body map data and class reference. Okay. So put the name over here. Get here. I think I'll put over here. And then I'm gonna put this over here too. Get the map. And then I'm gonna put it over here. And then click on the Rokoko body map, and then choose the Metahuman Bonemaps, and press it, and apply it, compile it, save it. I will do a couple times on something like that, and then go to control rec, and then control rec class. we want the Rokoko Metahuman T pose. And then we'll do compile and save. Yay, now we get the T pose. So that's the first part of the animgraph. And if you didn't get the BoneMap from where I share and which is shared by the Rokoko Studio, it will be really time consuming to create your own. And it might not be proper. You need to fix a finger and stuff. So yeah, so now it's good. We're gonna move to the next part. All right, so this part is there tends to be a problem on the mouth of the Metahuman. So let's see, can we see it over here? I'm gonna go to the face. So I'm gonna save everything first. Good. I'm gonna go to face. This problem is a common problem on Metahuman. You might not need to do this; it's optional to you. But I think it's better to do it in my case. Basically, when I use the AL kit, the mouth won't close properly, exactly like what Rokoko share. And what I have to do is I have to go to the Animeon Blueprint over here and go to animgraph again, and right between the lifelink pose and the AL kit mapping pose. So let me go closer to the face so that you guys can see it. So I got a bull head on mine. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. And what you want to do is, if you want to fix this problem, you don't have to. You can turn it on and off too. Even you follow all the instruction, you can put the value to 0. It won't affect you. But what you want to do is you want to go to do the curve. So modify curve. So let me do this first. Do this. Gotta add a pen. Gotta put a move. Stroke. Okay, we got this. Mouse track lower. Alright, and then now look in the face. For 0.5. Press enter. I'm gonna press compile. You see it seems to go like upper. So we're gonna counterbalance what AL kit did. It seems to your mouth keep opening in AL kit, and this will be helpful on fixing the problem. But it's up to you guys to do this or not. This is an optional step, but I recommend to do it. Cool. So we're going to fix the final step on the main blueprint. So let's go. All right. So now we're going to go to the event graph. Okay. So in the event begin play, go to your blueprint, right, for your Metahuman, and then go over here, give some space. Okay. So next is what I want to do is I want to get a body and get the NA blueprint and set the value what we just did. So I get a body node. I'm gonna get the anime instance and cast to, remember my version is male, so medium, normal weight, anime blueprint. So okay, so I cast to mine. So Rokoko actor name. Actually, I want to set it. So I'm gonna set. So Rokoko actor name. Okay. And I'm gonna type my Rokoko actor name. In my case, I set over here, which I will show later. I'm gonna call it to Kira, but you could set anything you want. Depends on what you set in your Rokoko. So I'm gonna put Kila, and then I'm gonna Alt click this, and then I'm gonna go here, connect this, and then I'm gonna connect this. I'm gonna connect back to my hero disable, whatever in your case. Okay, so now I should set my Rokoko actor, and that should work. Compile and save. And basically now we're done. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the Mocopi. So I understand. So you guys should have the Mocopi. If you don't, it's fine. You could apply this theory for your Rokoko Studio 2 to map your Metahuman. Basically, in Mocopi, it's a really small sensor device over here, and we have like the stuff to wear to your body, and I'm gonna wear it now. All right, so the coming step is we wear the Mocopi, and we have our phone connected to the Mocopi. You should see your sensor screen. You make sure your phone is sending the signal, and you need to press the green button later. I'll mention that later. And I also have an extra face capture in front of me, and that is through the other iPhone, my older phone. You don't have to do the face capture. You could just use a Mocopi for today's tutorial purpose, but I'm going to show how to use it anyway. Okay, so let's switch back to the scene. Okay, so after you open the Rokoko Studio, you'll be able to see the similar screen like me. What you want to do is you want to add a new scene. I'm going to choose Mocopi Demo. Oh, Mocopi Metahuman Demo. Okay, so we have a scene, and I'm gonna add the character. I have two characters of this. Actually, can I'll create one more new one. I'm gonna show you guys how to do a purple one. So purple, Kila, and enter my height, and then press add actor. Ta-da! We got our actor. The next thing we want to make sure is we want to make sure you have your phone, and when you go to your, like on your top right, second one, there's two options. There's send, and there should be one called save. You want to make sure it's send, and then in the middle of your bottom button, you see a green button, and you press it. But before that, you might want to go check your settings and go to PC connection setting. Make sure your IP address is correct. And on your transfer format, instead of VRChat, because we did it last time, OSC, you want to use back to Mocopi UDP. And go back, and if it's the green button, press send. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so now we have our character over here. You see me? You see me? Yay! You see me? Okay, good. So you can see over here, the gray one is the Mocopi sensor. I'm sitting, so it's a little different. And what we want to do is we want to pull this to the actor. So we want to put this live input to Kila. Yay, we got this, we got this. We have the actor now. The next thing we want to do, the following step you don't have to do. I have a second phone. I actually tried the same phone to do the face capture, but it's so not stable. So I use an older phone, which is a cheaper version of the iPhone. I forget what's the number. It's like the cheaper iPhone after the iPhone X. I call it iPhone XL. So I got this phone, and then what you want to do is you want to download Rokoko. What's the name of that? Face capture app in the store, and then it should detect in your network automatically, and you press connect. If not, you might have your firewall settings or anything's blocking you. Press allowed. Now, ta-da! I got my face in the gray middle, right? What we want to do is we want to pair with our actor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the face capture to the actor called Kila. And let's just say start trial. And it should throw me an error, which I don't know why. It happens twice. But you know what? I tried the same thing and I turned off the Rokoko Studio. Okay, I turned it off, right? And then I'm gonna start again. It might not happen to you, but that's how I fix it. Okay, so let's go back to our purple one, the Mocopi Metahuman demo. All right, so let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. So somehow we don't have our app anymore. I wonder, should I turn on the app again? I turn on my face capture app again. And now it showed up again. And now I press connect again. And I say allow again. And hopefully this will work. Go. It works! I don't know why, but you have to restart the scene and make it work. You can see I'm smiling, right? Okay. I know it's a bit creepy, but hi. Hi. What is your goodness? Alright. Okay, so we have the thing in the Mocopi Studio set up correctly now. We have our body, we have our face capture. You don't have to do face capture again, but I just want to show it works. Okay, so now let's go. So we are back to our Unreal Engine scene. We assume you blueprint already. The next thing we want to do is in your minimum default scene, you wanna put Rokoko receiver over here. So in the Rokoko receiver, there's one thing I want to make sure is this is really important. When you go export, not export, live stream, there's a trial, you can try the trial. It's so confusing, and I actually go here and you make sure this live stream is activate. But before you click it to be activate, you can see the button grayed out. It always grayed out. So I go to settings and I was like, oh, my IP address, okay, it's local IP, my port is correct. Like, look at the port, right? The port is correct. Over here, 14045, 14045, great, right? And then I go there, I can activate it. What happened is you have to put a check mark over here. If you don't put a check mark over here, it just won't work. I press the check mark over here. Actually, can I cancel this now? Like, what happened? So you see it's gray out. I was like, what? How can I keep pressing activate and I cannot do that. So make sure you do this over here. I was looking at the dock and stuff, there's no clue, and I just try it out. You think it's something simple, but yeah, I think it's something simple too after I figure out. But the UI just was confusing. I thought I was just able to check mark here and activate here, and I don't know, you have to turn on check mark to turn on the other checkbox to make it activate. But cool. So now I make it activate. You can see now the live is going and everything should be working to the receiver. So after I have the receiver, I want to check the window virtual production and go to the live link. And I want to add the source. So Rokoko Studio source just showed up, and then you press the studio. And now we got our face and body. Everybody, we got it. Cool. So the next thing we're gonna do is just go to your Metahuman and then just pull your blueprint in. Cool. You know, my shoes sometimes it's really weird, so you should pull up and then press end, and then it just go correctly. All right, so we are trying to do the last step of mapping the animation. So there's one last step that we supposed to do the body and torso, legs, and feet, and we want to set up to the medium, normal weight anime blueprint as we did. If your face kind of messed up with different height, you want to make sure your face is choosing the animation blueprint face anime blueprint _C. It might be another one, but this is the lifelink one. So you can see now we have the Rokoko face working, and when we press play, let me stand it properly. We have our motion capture work. Let me reset it. All right, so now I recalibrate my character. Now it seems right. Let me move correctly. All right, so sometimes it's a sensor based, so sometimes it act up, and you know, now it kind of looks right. So you can see I'm looking in front of my iPhone, or else my head will just facing a different direction. But you see, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, it could be Metahuman now, and you could act just in real time, like with my hand. And I'll try. Maybe I should try to raise my leg. I don't know. Let's try. Oh. Ha. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Okay, we did this. All right, so that's how you map your Metahuman with the Mocopi, and that's how it's done. And hopefully this video might be helpful. Maybe if there's more demand, maybe I will try to. I think it might be interesting to use a VL controller on hand, but we'll see. But this is like good enough for you to do simple video motion capture and add fingers animation after, or maybe you can use as VTuber. So just change your camera, make your room, and then have your face in, and basically you're done. Cool. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. See you guys.